Okay, so let's say you want to actually charge the customer's credit card. So normally with the hosted tokenization, with just the sample code out of the box, all you do is you get this sort of meaningless token, and it's like, what are you going to do with that? What you'd have to do is you'd have to send that through the API programmatically and charge the credit card. So what the customer would usually see is, you type in your credit card number or whatever, and you click submit, and then automatically the web page would detect that you've entered the credit card number and that it's received a response, and it would sort of send the transaction, it would trigger that code that sends the transaction off to Moneris. So you can do that, and you just need to use the API. So once you get your token, so this is your token, what the next step would be sort of in the back end. So you don't have to do this manually like I'm going to show you right here, but you would sort of push it into the API. So it would go in right here. So here's what the API code looks like. So you can see, like, at the top, it's sort of just the host address. So www.3.moneris.com for production, esqa.moneris.com for test. In this case, here's the store ID and the API token I'm using. This is the datakey where I just pasted that number in. That's where it's going to submit. So you would just programmatically put that in there, and then there's a bunch of other details like the amount I'm going to charge. If I'm going to specify customer ID, in this case I just want like a random order ID that's just going to be unique every time, so I don't get duplicate order ID errors. And this stuff, all this does is just submits it, so you don't really have to mess with that or change that. And then this is just your response. It just says, give me this variable, give me the amount, give me the message, give me the ID, and then just prints it out to the screen. That's all it does. So the main thing you have to worry about is just sort of putting in the right token from the test you did. So if you just click run at this point, so that's just running right now. And then you can see here's the result. And so there, that was approved. You can see there's the message, there's the response code, complete, yep. And at that point, you've got your response code. You can sort of just take that information and just display it on the screen. In this case, I'm using Java, and if you're using Java, you could display it with JSP or some other thing, and just show the user what they were supposed to see. And then that's it. That's all you have to do.